Welcome to the
Ham Theory. Wow. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That was nice.
All
hey,
right.
Welcome back here to the channel. We're back with our retro reactions.
Yeah.
And this one is a long time coming. So we did Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
We did, it was Christmas time. We did some Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
We did some Nirvana.
Oh, but today.
But there's only one king of rock and roll, gentlemen.
Today, we're taking care of business.
Ah, TCB, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, where were you?
I like that. He has no idea what TCB is. Anyways.
That's when you feel included.
So, I've been out sick with bronchitis the last couple of weeks, and I finally got to watch the Elvis movie. Have you seen the Elvis biopic?
I
seen
started
clips.
fell asleep.
So, first off, I'm going to say if Austin Butler doesn't win Best Actor, that shit is 100% rigged because it was amazing. Mm-hmm. But it brought me back, and I thought I knew a lot about Elvis because my parents grew up with Elvis, and they grew me up into Elvis. My dad's got my dad has like the 15 set collector's edition of all the CDs. Like he has all the collector stuff. He's got a giant painting of Elvis in his garage.
I was gonna say he's got the stamp, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got all kinds of stuff, right?
Bro, he's big.
Hey,
is big.
And this tells you like how deep into like the Elvis lore and fandom that Johnny goes, because many years ago when he was still a young boy, couldn't grow facial hair, he dressed up as Elvis at a Texas Rangers baseball game.
I was Elvis on TV. You can see it at the end of this video. I'll put it at the end, but yes, no, I love Elvis, and he's the king of rock and roll. And so this though the movie reminded me of something that I'd seen clips of, but I'd never really heard of. Was his '68 comeback special. Now, when Elvis came back in '68, and he'd already been a big thing for a while. Yeah, but it wasn't the Elvis that everybody remembered. It was kind of a washed up version of Elvis. And even the executives that put this '68 special together were real with him and said, hey, man, your career's in the toilet. Yeah. So he came back hot with the '68 special, came out with all the hits, and then also debuted a new song at the very end. And it's a song called If I Can Dream. Okay. And the backstory to this song, which we'll go into as we do the performance, because I'm going to pause it because these videos always get blocked on YouTube, and I really want this to be on YouTube, and I'll give you a little bit more backstory. But he wrote this after Martin Luther King was shot, and he was a big fan of Martin Luther King, and it really affected him. And a lot of people don't know how this was a big deal when this song came out. It was like, oh my God, Elvis came out with an activist song. Like, what is this? But the lyrics in it. Some of the lyrics are taken directly from Dr. Martin Luther King, one of his "If I Can Dream" speech. Yeah. Okay, and that's why the song is "If I Can Dream." Yeah. But when you hear the lyrics and you get it, you're like, oh man! But this is peak Elvis, man. His voice, prime, dude. His voice, that's the thing. And something I want to go into later is doing that Unchained Melody, the last ever live performance of him, or he was on death's doorstep. Yeah. But he knocked that performance out of the park. But this one is quintessential. And hey, we was talking about these K-pop guys being the kings of drip. Yeah, my man Elvis was the king of drip. Yeah, he started it. He really did. And the moving on stage, nobody can match this man's stage presence. All right. So let's get into this. If I Can Dream from Elvis is one of the greatest Elvis songs.
Hey, I agree with what you said. And I was going to add something, but then I realized his leg was all up in my space, and I had to reestablish my dominance. So now we can.
You just wanted to touch my leg.
No, now that the dominance has been established, let's go ahead and get this reaction popping.
Like Cesar Milan, bro. Get you in check.
Look at that in the all white.
Purity.
Okay, boy was fit before he was really big.
I mean, come on now. Just off the fit alone at the beginning, bro. Yeah. I mean, you know he's about to kill this shit. And nothing's cooler than having the big red Elvis in the background, bro.
Hey, this is a
bit J-Mac real big.
In case y'all forgot, that's who I am.
Yeah.
And that's Google pre-Google.
So on his 68 comeback special, this was to close this bitch out. It was like an hour plus long TV performance, and he closed it out with this, bro.
The contrast of him and the white against like the black background with the red Elvis. Yeah, I like it. It's very artistic. Yeah.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. got to be birds flying higher in the sky, more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh why? There must be peace and understanding, some kind. Strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining, oh everyone tell me why.
Alright, hold up.
Oh,
That shit's dope as fuck.
Bro, I'm telling you, like,
Yeah.
my man was okay. So he co-wrote this song. I can't remember the other person that wrote this, but like he wanted this song, like, so he wanted this song to like, because he wanted something to like feel, because the movie kind of portrays it, but it's not as accurate as the movie portrays it. Like, so in the movie, right before he writes the song, not only had Martin Luther King got shot a little bit before this, but then Robert Kennedy. In the movie, Robert Kennedy gets shot like right before they, like the day before they sing this, and that's not technically the case.
Yeah.
But he wanted to make something that could bring people together, and music has always been one of those things that could bring people together.
Yeah.
The lyrics of this are beautiful, but my man's voice is just unparalleled, unmatched, unfucking matched.
There's such like a
like
distinction
Elvis.
to his voice, like that people can like try to like imitate it, but like you can never duplicate it.
Yeah.
Austin Butler's the only one that's come close, because he sang everything in that. It kind of took me took me out of it. I'm like, oh shit! Like I forgot I was watching somebody playing Elvis. But again, his voice is iconic, unparalleled.
Yeah, but the cool thing about it is that like Elvis had such a iconic voice for his time, and it's so unique to Elvis.
Yeah.
You hear Elvis, you know it's Elvis.
Yeah.
But it's like, imagine
Same thing with Michael.
Yeah, imagine being so good in your trade that you like are forever just a thing called like your name, Elvis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Elvis.
he didn't like they'd be like, oh, it's Elvis Presley. It's like, bro, you could have just stopped at just Elvis.
Yeah,
Everybody knows
it's
who
like
Elvis
cemented
is.
in time.
It's Big E, bro. We know him.
Yeah.
Bro, all right.
why, oh why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly.
Bro, it's in such emotion, dog.
Yeah.
Deep in my heart,
Deep in the heart.
there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer is gonna come somehow.
And that's the thing with some singers, when they sing, you can tell they mean that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can just hear it in like the pain in his voice and just everything. Like he worked his ass off and sang his ass off, but he was like the first guy to really come through. Like, bro, this guy has unmatched, unrivaled, just natural charisma and talent.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like everybody like always talks about like how like, oh, he was the king of moving around. You know, he moved around like that because he was nervous as shit. He was afraid to be on stage and be in front of crowds.
Yeah.
So he just started like him moving is just like was his outlet into getting to that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he came so far here in 1968, and he's just bro.
Yeah.
I would feel like after a while your voice would give out, but it never did with Elvis, man.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
great.
Yeah, no, he definitely has that belting voice.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that hard voice.
I thought you were gonna go back to the well and say that je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi. All right, let's finish this out.
Out there in the dark, there's a burning candle. Oh yeah, and while I can think, while I can walk, while I can stand, while I can talk,
king, baby.
The king is back.
The king is back.
Thank you.
Thank
Good night.
Fuck you, Saint.
Man,
Like, fuck what you
bro,
heard. I'm back
that's
tonight.
hey, you know
Alright,
what? Because say what you want about Elvis, because there's a lot of people that like to shit on Elvis. There's a lot of people that like to shit on Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You can't shit on the fact that the man was extremely unmatched when it comes to talent.
But
Really.
what you can take away from that, like putting like saying that about Michael and saying that about Elvis, you know, something you've always said. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.
doing something right. That's very true.
Yeah.
That's why Peter's got no haters. You got some, and I got a lot.
I got the most haters.
But
But
you just are the biggest hater. That's different.
Maybe debatable.
look, definitely.
Had you ever heard that Elvis song before?
No, I've never
Never
heard it.
heard
I've
that
never
song.
Really?
I've never even
Man,
seen. I feel like I've seen the picture of Elvis in front of that, but I've never seen the performance.
Well, yeah, because the '68 special was an iconic thing. That's what brought Elvis back into prominence. That's when he got his first gig. Right after that was when he got his first gig in Vegas, and that kicked off Elvis Vegas and all that kind of stuff. This was his real big comeback.
Yeah, so it was dope hearing him sing with so much emotion. On a subject that is like still very relevant today.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's dope to see or to hear, you know, that he was fighting for the same cause. You know?
Yeah, no, that's the thing about music. A lot of artists have done that throughout time, is using music in an activism type of way or to bring attention to something. And this shocked people when it came out, because it's like Elvis was always like, you know, kind of not obviously he wasn't subdued, but he always, you know, he never made like political type songs or like anything like that, or anything that was even considered as like, oh, outside the, you know, the normal or whatever. So for him to do this, and the lyrics, they speak so deep and so true, and you can just tell when he's singing that it pains him. Because like his brothers, like at that time, 1968, it was a way different time than it is now. It was a shitty time.
He did it with like clearly like raw like emotion, but like actually like if you listen to like the lyrics, it's done with such class.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So like there's a difference between like putting out a song just to say something without like saying a lot. But this actually had like a message, and it was like done like in a very like heartfelt, classy way. That's why I gravitated towards it a little bit, like because you could feel that pain.
Oh yeah,
you could feel like that raw like emotion that was coming in, like it was in him coming out into the microphone.
Yeah, man, the man is an icon, legend.
Hey.
Every word that you can think of in the book for iconic, legendary people.
Yeah,
Fits into a T.
Shout out Elvis. Wasn't a perfect dude, but the man had talent.
Yeah.
You can say about any man alive.
But you can say that about anybody. Everybody's got their own
Yeah.
transgressions, and nobody's fucking perfect, and you know. But on here on the Anther, we're about the talent and showcasing the talent, and bro, there wasn't a bigger talent than Elvis.
Yeah.
At least for his time, he was the first. He was the first superstar.
He was the first one to take care of business.
TCB back at it, baby. But he really was. He was the first one to really, because he was. It's before the Beatles. It's before really any of the big singers. Even like people like Frank Sinatra hated Elvis.
Yeah,
they hated. What is this? What is this crap?
Elvis.
What is this crap?
Moving them hips.
Austin Butler.
What'd you say?
For the Oscars, he better fucking win it, because he was amazing in the movie. But hey,
I was spitting, dog.
we appreciate you stopping by here today. Come join us over on our Discord if you'd like to, and join us over on Patreon. We have some exclusively blocked retro reaction videos like Michael Jackson over there.
Hey, actually,
Hopefully this isn't on Patreon. So,
But
I hope
if it
not.
is, feel special.
Yes, there'll be clips of it on YouTube, but maybe the full thing will be on Patreon. But hopefully the full thing is here on YouTube for you guys to consume and enjoy. And hey, we appreciate you stopping by today. Thank you for taking care of business. And we'll catch you on the next one. Lord have mercy.
Thank you.
We done?
Can I do the Lord have mercy?
Lord have mercy.
Way to go to Jim Knox.
All right, Josh, hey, we got Elvis in the building tonight. What's this all about?
Well, I just wanted to prove that Elvis Andrews should be the Rookie of the Year and show him some love, because nobody shows him some love, baby.
I understand your buddies were supposed to dress up, but what happened?
Yeah, they pretty much chickened out. They know that They know I'm pretty much the cool one, they're not cool.
All right,
So.
give us one of your moves here. Let's see what you got. Not bad. Looking good in the polyester suit. All right, you are the progressive fan of the game. You got a nice hat and a shirt. Way to go, Elvis. No jelly donuts, but it's good. Okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I like it.
Please hang up and try again.